All right, I've started my first row of cucumbers. And you say, well, it don't look real straight, Papa. Well, I sway when I walk, so maybe that's what happened. Or maybe Steph didn't get it straight with the grass over here, because I measured from the edge of where she run the tiller. So I'm gonna blame it on Steph. And because I had a measure stick, I measured over 3 foot from the edge of where she was tilling, and it did make a little bow. It's okay. The cucumbers don't mind. I'm gonna drive these posts. Got to drive 7 of them, and then I'm gonna stand this here cow panels up, and you see I've dug my little furrow. I don't do the humped up rows because it's high and dry up here, and I don't have to worry about it, flooding. And so I will come along after I get my wire up, and I'm gonna do another row over here. Yeah, that's my chair. I'm gonna be, when I'm having to contemplate my next move, I have to sit, and I'll move it over underneath the shade tree. I'm gonna stand this wire up when I get to my 7 posts down, and I'm gonna tie the wire off to these posts. Once I get the other row done, and then I'll get some of the girls gonna help me lay a cloth down, and then I will plant. Now all I'll do is drop my seed in this furrow, and I'll cover it up with potting soil. Potting soil will stay soft in case we get a big rain. It ain't gonna pack nothing down, and they'll germinate and they'll grow right up this wire. And my plan, I'll set a post down at the end, right about the center, a wooden post, and I've got a 4-way splitter I'll put attached to it, and I'll hook one soaker hose to this row, and there'll be one hooked to another row, and one for the squash. I'm not gonna worry about the okra. And then I can just, on that 4th one, I have just a regular water hose I'll get me a nozzle for the end of it, and I'll be able to water if I need to. But these here, I can just turn a soaker on this one row when I want to, and then maybe do another row another time, or I can do all 3 at one time. That's my plan. That's the overall plan that we've got, right? That's our plan. Kippy, you ain't no help at all. Ivan come in here with me a minute ago. I thought, oh Lord, I need better help than this. And I think I hurt his feelings. He left. Okay, I'm gonna get busy. All right, I probably should have really straightened these 2 posts out, and I may have to do that. I don't know if I can stand these 2 being so far out of line. But what happened, seriously, is Steph started yonder, and she kind of made us, and I know what she was trying to do. She was trying to make sure she got ready for her turn. There's a short space in here, but it really put these out of line. It don't matter, it's not a big deal, but I think just for my own enjoyment, I'm gonna move this post and that post back more in line and redig my little ditch before I start tying this wire up. I got my tire wire here, my pliers and stuff and all. And I'm probably just gonna do 1 row today, I may lay out the other row, like dig my little furrow. And I got 3 more panels lined up propped up on that fence there. You said I gotta straighten that fence up. Them cows kind of rode into it 2 or 3 times, I guess, during the winter. Pushed it a little bit. I have to straighten it back up and tamp it down. But I may straighten these 2 up, put up my wire, and dig another furrow, measure out, do another furrow. And I've got more posts propped up over here in the corner of this little building. And it's a pretty good workout driving these T-posts. Even though the ground is soft down, if you go very deep, it starts to get hard again. But anyway, I'm gonna do that right now. My help. All right, listen. Yeah, y'all too. I know y'all helping. We're waiting for the bugs, Papa. We'll get them. I know. Good thing about Guineas. Oh, yeah, I got it straightened out. A lot better. Good thing about Guineas, I've said it before, they'll walk down this road and they'll stuck up in my hand. Come on, let's go. Get up here, Kippy. No licking, I hate that. Guineas will walk down this road, they'll pick unwanted bugs off of your plants, stink bugs or tomato bugs, what you're gonna call them, old tomato worms that are hard to see for us, but them Guineas pluck them off and never mess with your vegetables. Whereas a chicken, them guys yonder, if they had access, they would peck holes in every tomato and every cucumber and every squash you have. They would peck holes in them. I see little Macy. She came down here with me until I started driving those T-posts, and she didn't like that noise, so she left. Get her a drink, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna put this wire up, then I'm gonna show you the picture of it when I get the wire up. And I think that's all I'm gonna do today. Because what I want to do, and I was thinking about it, I'm gonna get Bree tomorrow and Steph come out and roll that wire right along this side here. Roll that cloth, whatever you call it, that plastic, whatever, on this side here. Then roll out one over here. And then I'll put some dirt or something to hold it down. And then I'll start my other furrow. And then I'll have them to put another row on the other side of my other furrow. And I can come along and put my T-post in and my wire, and then they can come back the next day and put down another couple of rows of that stuff, and I can plant my squash and my okra. Yeah, they need the help. I know old Bree and Dan will slip out here. I'll probably have to lock that gate. Dan's too lazy to climb a fence. Bree might. They'll be coming out here trying to pick a cucumber in the middle of the night. Kind of like kids used to do in the old days. We'd go find somebody's watermelon patch next to the road, crawl through the fence and get a watermelon or two and go down the river. Wonder we didn't get hurt doing that kind of stuff. All right, I'm gonna cut this off and put this wire up, guys, and I'll show it to you when I get the wire up. Okay. I got one more place to tie it. I put a post, these panels are 16 foot long, and I'll put one at each end of it and one in the middle. And I'll try to lap them over a little bit where they come together. And I put these ties on here. I don't know if I can do it one-handed. No, I can't. The little tie wires around them to hold them to the post. One down about toward the bottom and one toward the top. And this will hold them up good and strong. The wind's not going to blow them over. And the little plants, when I plant them, will come up in that little furrow and they'll climb right up this fence. And that way, it's a lot easier picking them than having to get down on your hands and knees and dig them out of vines that run across the ground, I think. So that's why I do it this way. And I've been doing it this way for several years, and it's worked out good. And I told you how I would do the next row. And those girls can come help me. Bree called. She's she's a little eager to move her little Millie or whatever her name is. No, I forget the name of the one down in the front pasture. Wants to move her, start weaning her. I said, no, let her have a full 6 months, baby. You don't want to stunt one. You started taking them off mom too early. Mom's giving plenty of milk. She's gonna be good. And she said, oh, I want to move her. She wanted to take her out when she was born too and put her on a bottle. Go Bree. Anyway, I'll have Bree and Steph, Bree and Kim one, come help me lay this plastic when I'm ready to go over to my second row, which will be tomorrow sometime. That's a pretty good chore, guys. You're driving these T-posts, moving this wire around when your knees don't work real good. But this row is ready to plant. I could come out here and drop my seed today if I wanted to. I'm gonna look at the almanac first and drop my seed and then start putting some handfuls of, just kind of scatter a little light coating of potting soil over it. 1/4 inch or so of potting soil, 1/2 inch, and the seed will germinate and they'll come up and start climbing. But I'll probably wait till I got both rows ready to plant before I start planting one of them at a time. All right, that's all I'm gonna do out here today, guys. I'm gonna sit here in my chair and enjoy it. And howdy nine, Kippy wherever he's at. Gonna enjoy. I'm gonna move my chair to the shade now. This is where you'll find me on these hot summer days that are coming. Out here in my garden, listen to the guineas. Probably waiting on Ivan to come up and start some trouble. Or Johnny. My girl out here. She will always be with me. All her life, I guess. I hope so. She's my baby. 8 years old this month, yeah. She's a sweetheart. Someone said to tell the story about her. I've told it before, but I'll tell it again. I'll do it in a different video. I'm not going to make her share with a garden. But we'll do it again, because the thing is, sometimes you do these videos on certain animals or even certain people, and that's everybody's kind of up to date. But then when you get new subscribers, they come along with who is that dog? What's that dog? And then a lot of them say, what happened to Heidi? Because they come on the page since. They joined the family since she was hurt. There comes my girl. I know, baby. I guarantee you, this summer when I'm out here, Macy will be here, Mama Cat will be here, Roman will be here, and sometimes Henry and Buddy Cat, and you never know. They'll all come to the garden, and I don't know if they want to be next to a person, or they come out and relax like I do. And I'm always excited. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm always excited when that first little cucumber is big enough to pluck it off and eat it right here in this garden. No taste like it. It doesn't taste like it. Same way with a tomato. You pluck that first red tomato off that plant out here in the garden. You worked hard to get it there. And the taste is unreal. I'm gonna plant my garden first. I get the cucumbers done. I get that next row up like I want it, the panels and all tomorrow, hopefully. I'll check the almanac and I'll plant them. As soon as I get that up, I'll plant probably the next day. I'll rest up and plant the next day. Then I can do the squash and the okra. I'd like to get in as soon as I can. The potted vegetables, they're still little, so it's going to be a little while, but I get this done, then I can start working on my planters, or my table. So I'm going to have just built basically a table, a foot tall, 10 inches tall, 1 base, whatever they are, or 2 eighths, with the little thing. It'd be about 10 inches tall, maybe 9.5 inches, whatever. But anyway, that's how off the ground it'd be. And then I'll set my pots, my potted vegetable plants on top of those. And I'm thinking on the peppers won't need it because they're like a bush. I'm gonna build like 3 of those little platforms, 8 foot long, my plan. And I'll go Tractor Supply one day and I'll buy a couple more of these panels. And I'm gonna put them down the table, in the center of the table, lengthwise, on the tomato tables. There'll be 2 of them, 8 foot each. That's 16 foot. Well, actually, I only need 1 panel. But, yeah, I'll get a panel or 2. But I'll put that panel down through there, and I'll put posts on each end to hold it steady, and a post in the middle between the 2 platforms. You'll see it all when I do it. You'll understand what I'm saying. And I'll tie my tomato plants to it as they grow up. I'll tie them to it. And that way they won't be wanting to lay over. And I think it's going to work out good. That's my plan. I'm going to sit here and enjoy myself, folks. Cut this off and just relax. I need to make a couple of phone calls and straighten some folks out. Yeah. No, I am going to talk to Steph and Bree and Kim about coming down one day and us rolling this stuff out. It takes more than one person to roll this stuff out, because when you roll it out, the winds want to try to blow it. You got to be able to put stuff on it. You know, I got all this whole concrete I can lay on top of it, on the edges, to keep it down. And if I don't, I can throw dirt on the edges and hold it down. So I think we'll be in good shape. I hope you've enjoyed this little lesson. Pawpaw. And I straightened that little row out. I'm gonna blame that on Stephanie. But Pawpaw, no, Steph, just accept it. It was your fault. Not really. Catch you guys later. I know. But Pawpaw helps you in the garden. Yeah. All you did was walk around making tracks. I love you for it anyway. I love you too, you old bad girl. I'm not gonna sit and wait for y'all though. I gotta go. Got a gate open. I'll be back later. I'll come back and get y'all later. We'll go to the woods. But not now. Can't trust them guys. Now you'll find Johnny. He's in the front somewhere. Over there at loose. Well, come on, Johnny. Come on, lazy. He is lazy. All right. That little goat, I'm gonna tell y'all folks, seriously, he's a pain in the butt. A pain in the butt. I can't sit here all day, Johnny, the gate's open. Nope, I ain't gonna sit here any longer. That's it. Well, come on. Get on. Come on. Get on. Get on. Let's go. I can't hold Johnny. Go the other.